What's good, everybody? This is Andrew McCain. Today I am doing a review on the new, semi-new, but the newer Roland Fantom 8. All right, finally was able to get my hands on one of these. Shout out to my brother Mark Stewart. He owns this board and he allowed me to come and just, test it out. So I'm fairly new to it. As you know, I'm usually typically on the Yamaha side, but definitely intrigued by this board. I was actually a little hesitant to go ahead and kind of dive into it, seeing as, it's a beast. Like, there's a lot that you can do. So if you're coming to this video expecting to have like the most in-depth review, probably came to the wrong place. I'm gonna give you the how to move around. I'm gonna give you, just kind of more so of a playthrough. I'm gonna talk about what features it has, what it's capable of doing, because it could do a whole lot. So if you come to this video and you don't see every little detail, please don't hold it against me. Charge it to my head and my lack of experience, not my heart. But definitely love this board, all right? So I'm just gonna go through a couple of the different things that it's able to do. So the first thing that stands out to me about this board is all the inputs and outputs, all right? So we see here it has the typical MIDI inputs and outputs, all right? So all three of those, out 2, through, out 1, and in. And then we have these controls over here, control 1, 2, 3, and then we have the pedal control for sustain. Then we also have a mic line input that's balanced, okay? So this is a little different. You typically don't see this on the keyboard. I know like the keyboards I'm used to don't typically have that, all right? Then if you come over here, we also see that it has an external device. So you can actually run external device through a USB, which is, once again, different. Also, we have a computer output, so you can use the USB to go directly into the computer. We have memories, so where you can add like extra sounds and stuff like that. We got gate in or gate out 1 and 2, and we also have an analog filter out 1 and 2. We have a sub out left and right, and we have 2 of those. And then we have input output, and also we have the XLR, 2 XLR main outs. All right, so if you have like a speaker or something that only has an XLR, you could also do that, as well as the headphones. So this is more expansive than most keyboards I know about. So they included a whole lot here on the inputs and outputs. Okay, so when you turn on the board, all right, so obviously it's a nice looking board. I'll definitely say that. A lot of different buttons, a lot of different features on here. We have the faders here, kind of motorized faders as well. And we have the master volume here. We have a zone button. We have the pan level button. We got a sign 1, a sign 2, a split button, S3. Over here on this side, probably can't see it as well, but we also have like the octave buttons. We have transpose up and down, portamento, arpeggio. We have on this side, we have the mod wheel, and on this side, we even have like, a pad for, different external sounds that you put into it. We have different banks, the sound banks here. We have filters, a lot of different stuff. So it can seem very overwhelming at first, but I'm gonna try to simplify it at least a little bit, okay? So first, we have the single zone play. So the thing about Roland is that the way how the keyboard is set up into zones, okay? So when you think of like a patch that you would make for a Yamaha keyboard or a Korg keyboard, so when you make a patch, you kind of put different sounds together. So the way how this is set up is with zones and scenes, okay? So it has like a whole lot of different zones that you can put together in order to play, and every zone has their own polyphony. All right. Now, for me personally, one thing I want to say, the key bed is something that I have to get used to. Okay. It's not, it's not one of my favorites. It's a little difficult, a little rough. The keys, you got to kind of put some effort into playing it. And for me, when, I'm mostly a piano player, it can be a little difficult, but I guess if I played it more often, I'd be more used to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here to single zone. All right. So when you go to, single tone, when you go to single tone, that lets you play one patch at a time. So I'm gonna start with this Acoustic Pop piano 1, since that's the first one that comes up. So let me play through that. Okay, so Roland has some pretty nice pianos, a lot of different choices. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of these grand pianos. So let me go back to the beginning, starting at the stage grand. Okay, so let me go to this deep concert grand. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through not every one of them because there's so many, but some of the ones that I tend to like. So now I'm going to Bold Beauty, okay? So let me continue going through. So these are some nice pianos, a lot of choices. So we have all of these choices in the acoustic piano section. So Roland has the V piano library that they have from their original V piano. Is also in the RD2000. They've included it in this. Roland Fantom. So you have a lot of different options. Then if I go over here to pop piano, I have different pianos like the JD 800 piano. Okay, let me go to, let me see. So they have this West Coast piano as well. Okay, and then they have the RD1000 piano as well. All right, they have E grand pianos as well, like this Piano 3. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the category from acoustic piano. I'm gonna go to the electric pianos. Okay, so they have an E piano 1 bank. So let me start with this first E piano. We have a Rhodes. Okay, so let me go to the Tremolo E piano. Okay, that's a nice Rhodes sound. Let me go to the Phaser EP1. Okay, I'm gonna go to this Chorus EP2. Okay, so I'll be honest, when I saw the Chorus EP2, the first time I got kind of excited because I thought it was the EP2 from the MKS, Roland's MKS. And they actually did put that in the RD2000, but unfortunately it's not here in the Phantom. I don't know if they're gonna put it in an update. I hope they do, and make sure that that chorus is singing, because in the RD2000 it's really nice, but I feel like the chorus is not quite as great as it was in the original module. Okay, so a lot of different choices here for EPs. As you can see, this bank goes really deep. Let me see if this is any. Let me go to 60s E piano. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through everything once again. I keep saying that and I end up getting stuck. So I did want to show you one thing I'm very excited about. In the EP2, E Piano 2 section, we have this MK80 EP. So I love this sound. I'm gonna show it to you a little bit more later. It was in the original in all the XP80s and stuff like that, and then in the JV racks. So this is a very coveted sound. You'll hear it on a lot of like 90s gospel, early 2000s, especially the West Coast guys like Jason White, Mike Burrell, Kevin Bond used it. He used that on the Marvin Sapp album. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to this when I layer a little bit later. So now let's go to the organ section. Just real quick playthrough. That's the Lord organ. They got a rotary organ. Okay, let me continue on. So a lot of different options. Vintage organ. All All right, let me go to the keys section, the keyboard. So they just have like harpsichord. They have clavs over here. They have celesta, accordion, harmonica, bells. Let me see what bells they have. So this is the dinky bell. All right, that's an interesting sound. They got marimba. Okay. Once again, forgive me for the mistakes. I'm still getting used to this key bed. Let me see in the bells. Let's go back to bells. Snowflakes. Tubular bells. Bell 1. So a lot of different choices. The bells go up to like 22. So a lot of different choices in bells. Okay, so let me move on and let's go to guitar. So we have nylon guitar here. All right, that's a cool sound. Let me go to steel guitar wide. Okay, so these are some nice guitar sounds. Let me go to Steal Away. That's an interesting name. Cool. Let me go to the electric guitars. So this is the clean guitar. That's nice. Get jazz guitar. All right. Distorted guitar. Okay, and let me go to, let me see, fuzz lead. Okay, cool. Let me go quickly through the bass. So we have acoustic bass. It has electric bass. This is a finger bass. Let me go to the slap bass. Okay, cool. So some nice bass sounds here. Let me see if there's anything else I want to play. All right, let's go to the synth bass. That's a nice sound. Let me go to this Dirt Sub 2. Cool, so a lot of different options here. Let me go to the strings now. So this is string section 1. Okay, that sounds really good. Let me go to small strings. Let me see what that's like. And I'm gonna move on to brass. I don't want this to be too long. So here's the brass section horn. Let me go to Biggie Brass. Okay, so that's ensemble brasses. Let me go to the synth brass now. So here's a JX Cream. Let me go to 80s Brass 1. Right, Juno Brass. And Poly Brass 1. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of synth brass options here. Yeah, so a very big, expensive library of synth brass. And then we also have the solo brass options where you can play them by themselves. And you got a wind section. I'm not going to go through this. Really quick, let me just, okay, all right. So let me go to the choirs really quick. So here's a large choir. So really quick, I do want to say that one of the cool things about this board is that with the original Fantom, it used to be like the token aux or auxiliary board. So you see it like on top of organs, or you'd see it next to the main keys. And it's because it has a lot of really great sounds. So this one is no different. You'll see, I've already seen this on like pretty much every award show, every live show, live recordings and stuff. People love to use this for aux because it has a lot of great aux sounds. All right, so now I'm in the leads, the synth leads. That's the wizard lead. Let's go to future, let me see. I'll play through this. X mod lead. Okay. Square easy. All right, cool. All right, so you're just gonna have to believe me. There's a lot of different dope leads. It's not as easy to play lead on this board, obviously, because it's a 88 key. So let me go to the pads now. So here's the shine pad. Let me go to this droner pad over here. All right, cool. So that's really nice. In the sky. And then they have synth bell pads. So let me play the linear synth pad. Fantasia 2019. Okay, let me play this EP Cool Pad. I'm just playing whatever stands out to me with the name. All right, so now I'm going to build a patch. So I told you before how they have zone view, okay? So this is single zone play, but if I click on zone view, now I have options for other things. So I have this Bold Beauty. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add to it, I'm gonna turn on the patch here. I'm gonna add to it, and I'm gonna go over to, from acoustic piano, I'm gonna go to E piano, and I'm gonna go to E piano 2, and I'm gonna go get exactly what I've been looking for, that MK80. So let me show you how this sounds together. Okay, cool. And then if I wanted to add another patch, I can go to this third one here. Press enter. So now I can add like strings. So if I come down to the string section, go to a string ensemble sound. Now I will say I'm not overly impressed with the touch screen. Sometimes I gotta touch a few times to get what I want. I'm not really sure. So let me do lush strings with this one. Okay, and now for a fourth sound, I'm gonna come to here. I'm going to add on, let me go to a pad. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna do the choir. So I'm gonna do a choir pad with this as well. Okay, so I really love that. So as you can see, I have 4 here, but if I press zone view again, now I have the option for 8. And if I press again, now it's all the way to 16. So a lot of different options here. And of course we have single zone play. So back to my original patch of the 4. So all in all, my thoughts on this board is definitely a dope board. My first time getting to play it was at a Guitar Center, and I didn't really fully know how to go through all the sounds. So I was like, wait, I thought they had more sounds to this, but now I see how to go through the different sections. Now I realize it has an expansive sound bank. My first time actually playing it like in an event, I was playing at a wedding, and that's when I found the MK80. I was like, oh yeah, we good now. And so overall, it's a dope board. Like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of the key bed. It takes some getting used to. You know, if you watched the video, you probably heard some mistakes I was making. Blame it on the key bed. Just kidding. But nah, the key bed is not horrible. It's something to get used to. Like I said, you gotta kind of adjust your playing style, but that's the same with any keyboard. The touch sensitivity, sometimes I had to kind of touch a little harder on there, but I like the way how it's set up, separated in different banks and everything like that. It's very easy to get to. I didn't have to read a manual to do what I did today. Now, I know there's probably some people watching here like, that's it? That's all you got? I'm not a sound designer. You know, I didn't have the time in this video to try to like make a beat or produce something, because that's definitely possible on here. People that sound design love this board because of what you're capable of doing. It has a sequencer on the board and everything like that. But I just wanted to give you the basis, show you how it works. Like if you end up going to a church or somewhere and you have to play this and you're not exactly sure how it works, then you know you can watch this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, please be sure to subscribe for more content like this. You can like this video, turn on your notifications because there's more to come. All right, I'll catch y'all next time.